Hello everyone! Sorry for the late start. I am Zaruk Windcaller, your guardian, your high remembrancer, and your arbiter. Fix bayonets! We're going back to the trenches. We're not done yet. Today, we're going to be playing a little earlier than usual. This week we're going to be playing, well today anyway, we're going to be playing the Great War Western Front early this week because Coffee Talk comes out tomorrow and then I've got a Dark Tide collab on Friday. Yes, hey Red Mage. Aye! Okay, about that. Look, I'm working on getting IE turned into a redeem, but for some reason Sound Alerts was refusing to cooperate on my PC today, so I'll have to do it on my laptop. But I am working on it, don't worry. Though it is going to be a bit redeem. I did add some new some new channel point redeems though. So, or at least I added one, I think. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. I hope everyone is enjoying themselves. And one more thing. When we're done with the Allied campaign, we're going to be playing as the Central Powers next. However, we're going to be playing the Great War Western Front Central Powers campaign War Crime Edition, where the only units and forces I can use are things that would be considered war crimes today. So, flamethrowers, gas rounds, that kind of stuff. So, with that in mind, I hope you've all made yourself comfortable, for as long as you can be anyway. Prepare for a little bit of history, prepare to go back to the trenches, and prepare to see what modern war would do to the world that was not expecting such a catastrophe. This is the Great War, Western Front. Alright, so we're going to load game. We're going to go, here we are, stream campaign. We've almost won this one, actually. We're doing pretty good. I think a fitting victory would be to swing left and to pocket all those German forces, don't you think? Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm stuck on the Western Front, and so are fucking you! I know that. I love that joke from Company of Heroes. Alright, so yes, when we last left off, we had punched a hole through enemy lines, and we are now we've captured Fume, which has caused the Germans to basically grab everything they can to try and stop us. Now, ordinarily, this would be a good time. Actually, it is a good time, actually. To start making some openings. But if we attack with the forces we have... Actually, yeah. The problem is we don't really have a lot. We've used up a ton of our supplies for this push. And now, if I attack, none of these places are, like, ready for an operation. Like, I can buy supply depots, but that's about it. Because we just do not have the money right now. So, if we're going to attack and start doing some damage, we need to do in areas which are exposed and empty. Like over here at Peron. Why does this not have a supply depot here? Let's fix that. There we go. Oh, okay, in that case, auto-resolve. There we go. Alright, so 2 more victories and we'll take Peron. I don't know why Peron is so important. According to the game development, like, the more stars a place has, the more important it is to the war effort. I don't know why Peron is why that area is so important. If someone knew French history, they could probably enlighten me. But yeah, I'm not sure. If Emperor Renard was here, he could probably tell us. My guess is because, well, okay, I take that back. No, I think I know why. So, and it actually gives me a little bit of time to talk some history stuff. So, when the Germans, and again, I know it's the Central Powers, but we're fighting the Germans. So, when the Germans invaded France, well, they came through Belgium and then they crossed into France. A lot of French industry, like just material industry, was in the northern part of the country, and it was seized by the Germans. So, Peron might be maybe a manufacturing epicenter, maybe. Maybe that's where a lot of factories and stuff are. Because, yes, northern France was taken by the Germans, and without it, a lot of industry was lost. So, not all of it, but a good chunk of it. So that's my guess. I know why some of the other ones are important. Like Florens is important because it's a historical city. Ypres is important because it was one of the last Belgian holdouts. Like, first of all, there were 4 battles at Ypres, by the way. But Ypres was also where the Belgians basically drew a line in the sand and said, you're not going any further. Brussels, that's Brussels. That's Belgium's capital. Yes, Peronne is also part of the Somme. That is also true. The Somme region. Let's see. Verdun, obviously, it's Verdun. It's a fortress city. Thionville was if I recall correctly, a staging ground for German forces, so that's why it's so important. Metz is another fortress city. Metz would become famous in World War II more than anything, with General Patton's Third Army getting held up here. Luneville and Epinal, I guess maybe because they're the edge of the line, maybe, I'm not sure. And Luxembourg, obviously the Duchy of Luxembourg, it's one province because that's all, that literally right there, these 3 hexes are literally all of Luxembourg. And then, of course, we have Kreuznach, which is the German High Command area. Ah, okay, the Porte de Brittany. All right. So this is basically the Somme, like the Somme River Valley, I guess. Right. So. There's Bastogne, which would also play a big role in World War II. Yeah, but for now, we're gonna wait. A spy? Are you a spy? Alright, it's September of 1916. We have kind of broken the timeline here because these attacks should not have been this successful, but they have been. Hey, Meeps, how you doing?
Bigger.
How you doing, Meeps? Right. So, as you guys can also see, the Germans are pulling a lot of their forces from everywhere else to contain this thrust. Excellent. That's exactly what I want you to do. Oh, come on. That should have been a great victory. Oh, well.
We have new orders. Move out.
The problem is, I have to make sure we don't lose these areas, I have to keep garrisons here, which means I have to pull men from other places too. So, which is really putting a damper on my plan. But, for the sake of the war effort,
stand by for orders.
It must be done. So,
we're moving.
That's what I thought. They can't keep taking blows like this. They're about to lose at this rate. Alright, so we have 4 research. What can we research here? I decided that I'm not gonna get gas weapons. We'll do that for the Germans, because the Germans were the ones who created the flamethrower and the chemical weapons. So we will save that for the war crime campaign. Let's see. Storage building and wartime tax. There we go. So now we'll get more money every turn. Meanwhile, they've reinforced these positions here and here, so... I have an idea. It's risky, but it could work. We launch an attack on Florens. Mainly because if we break through here, a British and an Anglo-French force can capture Peronne, and we can meet at Malbu, or Malbu, however you say that, and we'll have basically sealed this pocket right here. All of these guys will be caught. We still have these guys right here, but the smart thing for them to do would be to fall back and reestablish a new line. So we could probably force the entire line to pull back. which would be great. So, and wouldn't that be a coup? Like, to win the war by the end of 1916. Maybe early 1917. Because we'll literally pocket all these units right here. And then we can, like, they'll have to move the whole line back. They would have to give up tons of Belgium. So, the Germans, okay, well, that's, okay, the Germans didn't invent the flamethrower, but they were the ones to use it first. In fact, most of the weapons that came to be in World War I, except for the tank, were used by the Germans first. So, yeah, the Germans did it first, but then the Allied powers copied it, basically. The Germans were the first to use chemical weapons. The Germans were the first to use flamethrowers. The Germans were the first to use, start bombing cities. The Germans were the first, technically, to make use of submarine blockades. Again, for those who don't know, the German military of World War I was an elite force. Like, it had technology and tactics that revolutionized modern war at the time. So, I mean, for those who don't know, back in the 1890s, the Prussians and the Franco-Prussian War, where Prussia beat the shit out of France, yeah, that taught a lot of the later German generals and soldiers how to fight a modern war. Granted, they weren't imagining to lose millions of men in only a few months, but hey, I don't think anyone imagined it was going to be that bad. Yes, that is correct, Thomas. The Germans complained that the shotgun was a, you know, cruel and inhumane weapon, and the rest of the world just looked at them like, what? And basically told them to get stuffed. And no, Thomas, that's correct. The Germans bitched that the shotgun was a horrific and inhumane weapon, and all the Allied powers are like, go fuck yourself. You literally created chemical warfare. I mean, okay, well, the Germans didn't create chemical warfare. Technically, the French had used tear gas earlier on in the war, but it was the Germans who used chlorine gas first. And look, as bad as tear gas, like, is an irritant. Chlorine actively targets, like, soft tissue. So, your eyes, your lungs, all the squishy parts. Yeah, it's not good. Anyway, I'm just throwing down some trenches in case they decide to try something silly. We may only have riflemen here, but what we also have is a massive fuck-off bombardment. And a lot of artillery.
Au rapport! Au rapport!
This is going to be a costly attack. I'm not blind. This is going to be very costly.
On arrive après la bataille, on dirait.
On est arrivé. On attend les ordres. Au rapport. On est arrivé. On attend les ordres. On arrive après la bataille, on dirait.
Yep. All right. Begin the battle. Got Witcher 3 today. Today is a belated birthday present. Surprisingly harder than I expected, but the world is so fascinating. Oh, yes. The Witcher world is really fascinating. I'm going to have to do a deep dive on it at some point. The games are not my thing, but I do think the world is really cool. Alright, well that pre-battle bombardment didn't do as much as I thought it was going to do, but that's okay. That must have been a trench at one point. Alright, boys.
On a de nouveaux ordres. On doit tenir cette position.
You know, with these woods here... Huh. I have an idea.
Le commandement veut cette position. Attendez les ordres. En marche.
On a de nouveaux ordres. En marche. Attendez les ordres. On avance.
Oh, they just put barbed wire over where the trench used to be. That must have been a trench at one point. It's the most World War I thing I've ever heard.
Tenez-vous prêts. On a de nouveaux ordres. Attention, Serrez les rangs.
Okay, so we're gonna send 4 companies through the woods, and then we'll send the rest of them forward.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Let's see.
Préparez-vous, soldats.
On
All
a
right,
de
boys.
nouveaux ordres. On tient.
No one ever said war was
On
easy.
tient cette position.
Get on it.
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir. Préparez un barrage total. On a nos cibles. Chargez l'artillerie. Préparez-vous pour le barrage. Établissez les positions pour un barrage de zone. Cette position. Équipe, prêt. Vérifiez les coordonnées pour le barrage. Commencez le barrage.
Attendez les ordres. On avance. Tenez-vous prêts. Sur la ligne. Attendez les ordres. Sur ligne.
Tenez-vous prêts. Sur la ligne.
Tenez-vous prêts. Position de tir.
Attention. En position de tir. On a de nouveaux ordres.
Get in the trench.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Attention.
Attendez les ordres. On y va. Préparez-vous à tirer. Tenez-vous prêts. On doit y aller.
Attention. En position de tir.
On a de
nouveaux ordres. Allez-vous à tirer. On a de nouveaux ordres.
Alright, they do have. Okay, they got 2 machine guns set up.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Dive in the trench. Why are you running around? Just dive in the trench.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Attendez les armes, soldats. Attendez les ordres. Tenez-vous prêts. Mettez-vous en position. Attention. Préparez-vous
Okay,
sur la
a
ligne.
bloody
Tenez-vous
affair, but we've taken 3 trenches. God knows, only God knows how many men have died to do that. But we did take them. Now, until we can knock out those machine guns, we're gonna employ the British method called bite and hold, which is literally take pieces of land and hold them against counterattacks. Small gains and with massive enemy losses.
Tirez avec toute l'artillerie. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir. On a nos cibles. Chargez l'artillerie. Préparez-vous pour le barrage. Établissez les positions. Rechargez pour un barrage cette position.
What's so special about poppies? Oh, you don't know. So, little history lesson. The poppy is used to represent World War I as a whole. It's why the poppy is also the flower for Veterans Day. And that is because in the vast, moonscape, mud-ridden, corpse-filled, bullet-laden fields of World War I, the poppy is the only flower that would grow. There were vast fields of red poppies there still are. There are vast fields of red poppies all over France, Belgium, all over, because that's where World War I battlefields were. That is why the poppy is so important. Like, it symbolizes the war itself, because it would grow anywhere. And in a weird way, it kind of shows that the world would heal. Just, it took a lot longer than people thought. So that's what's so special about the poppy. Alright, machine guns are still up, so it's not safe to move yet. I'm kind of curious why they're not trying... Well, actually, I do know why they're not trying to stop me. They don't have the manpower to do that. They're basically digging in and hoping I waste my men, like, hurling myself at them.
Équipe prête. Vérifiez les coordonnées pour le barrage. Préparez-vous, soldats. Établissez le barrage avec toute l'artillerie. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir. On a nos cibles. Chargez l'artillerie. Préparez-vous pour le barrage. Feu.
Attention.
Go, boys, go.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous à tirer.
Attention. Mettez-vous en position. On a de nouveaux ordres.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Mettez-vous en position.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous sur la ligne. Attendez les ordres. Sur la ligne.
Don't stop. Get in the trench.
Attendez les ordres. Préparez-vous sur la ligne. Sur la ligne. En position de
Do
tir.
not stop running. Just get in the trench.
Tenez-vous prêts. Levez le drapeau blanc.
Hey, Inu, how you doing, buddy? Oh, it was fine, Thomas. It wasn't dark at all. If anything, that's probably how a lot of people see it. They don't know how important that flower is. All right, we've taken the position. Well, this last trench. Send a bunch of grown men to beat up a bunch of conscripts. All right, so I'm not blind. I know for a fact there's probably some dudes in there. Probably in that blockhouse, too.
Ready, siege barrage.
Fire siege
Target
barrage.
set.
Siege barrages are expensive. They're 200 supply each, but they're the only weapon you can use to destroy blockhouses, unless you want to clear them. Or, they also do this. So you saw those bodies go flying everywhere. Those were guys hit by a siege barrage. So, yeah. Alright. Let's bring in some more guys.
Renfort, prêt.
Au rapport.
On est arrivé. On attend les ordres.
Renfort, au rapport.
Oh, there they come. They're actually counterattacking. Yeah, that didn't work, did it? Now, here they come again. How many times before you figure out it's not going to work? Alright, might have to use some artillery now. That's a lot of guys.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Préparez-vous à recevoir les armes de tir.
Well, if the artillery didn't kill him, the bullets did. And they're still coming! Alright. Never mind, you just watched a bunch of your buddies get vaporized. Go ahead, send another wave. Why not? Well. So, you want to try that again? Probably. Yeah, here they come. They're going to try it again. Well. Yeah. Oh! Oh god! Oh god! Here they come!
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Oh boy. They must have grabbed all the guys from all over the line. Oh gosh, they grabbed all of them now. Oh boy. Oh dear. Like, oh! Aye! Look at them all! Oh god!
On a de nouveaux ordres. Le commandement veut cette position.
Attention.
I don't care if you're in marching column. Get over here. Get those rifles firing.
Tenir cette position.
Tenez-vous prêts. Attention. On a de nouveaux ordres. Position de tir.
Good lord, look at them all. And they all get stuck on each other, so they're all gonna get shot. Oh god, look at all the bodies. Eesh. I know why they don't have persistent corpses on, because it would probably lag the game with how many bodies there are, but good god.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Alright.
Préparez-vous
Move
à
up.
tirer. Attendez
Take
les
the
ordres.
trenches.
Mettez-vous en position.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous à tirer. Attendez les ordres. Mettez-vous en position.
Tenez-vous prêts.
Oh god, they're coming back!
Tiens cette position. Attention.
Tenez-vous prêts. Le commandement veut cette position. Attention. On
Yeah,
tient
they're
le
coming
drapeau
back.
blanc. On tient cette position.
What's worse is that they've still got guys in the trenches.
Baissez les armes.
Alright, you know what? You assholes brought this on
Shells.
yourselves.
Fire.
I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see what happens if people get hit by a siege barrage. Wait for it. Here it comes. Hey, Holt. That's what happens when you get hit by a siege barrage.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Go.
Cette position est à nous.
Move, move.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous sur la ligne. On a de nouveaux ordres. Sur la ligne.
On a de nouveaux ordres. On a de nouveaux ordres. On a de nouveaux ordres. Tir.
Baissez les armes.
On rend les armes, soldats. On capitule. Attendez, on ne peut pas gagner.
Ah, they're like cockroaches. They just won't die.
Tenez-vous sur la ligne.
On ne peut pas gagner. En position de tir.
On rend les armes, soldats.
On rend les armes.
Après la
bataille,
bataille,
on dirait.
on attend les ordres.
This is the last of my reserves. We gotta make it count. Hope you're doing well, Holt.
Attention. Le commandement veut cette position.
Okay, we've taken the trenches up here. Let's see if we can't use those.
On capitule.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Sur la ligne.
Tenez-vous prêts.
On a de nouveaux ordres. En position de tir. Attendez les ordres. Préparez-vous à tirer.
We'll secure the trenches, then we'll move down the trench network.
Tenez-vous prêts.
Alright, you guys got that one. Move to the next one.
Attendez les
We
ordres.
can put two more in this
Préparez-vous à tirer.
trench.
Mettez-vous en position. Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
Okay. That's taken. Nice.
Attention. Tenez-vous prêts.
I mean, you take the command trench.
Attention. Cette position est à nous. Préparez-vous à tirer.
Why they don't do a good job of animating it, like, these guys are going to town with bayonets, clubs, whatever they got their hands on.
On doit tenir cette position.
Okay, we basically got the command trench. We just need to get rid of this last group right here.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Unfortunately, the connecting trenches were destroyed, so we'd have to jump out of the trench and charge across no man's land.
Attention.
But that's what a flanking maneuver's for.
On a de nouveaux ordres. On a de nouveaux ordres.
And it cannot stop you all! Move, Frenchman!
On a de nouveaux ordres. On capitule. Sur une ligne.
There we go. Got it. Alright, so not the sweeping victory I wanted, but it's going to be a major victory regardless. Sure, what you got, Thomas? Some interesting World War II trivia. If y'all have trivia, let's try to keep it focused on World War I. But yeah, go ahead, Thomas. What you got? Hurry up and fill up, you stupid thing. Alright, you want a ceasefire? Yeah, they do. Yep, major victory. Remember, General, this war is won by battle of inches, not miles. Does body count help? Well, yes, body count helps too. Good to know. Nope, we're gonna wait. Spying on me, huh? October of 1916. The German army has gotten into the habit of recovering and repurposing our tanks when they are lost on the battlefield. Those tanks don't belong to them. Take them away. To my knowledge, I don't... Well, maybe they did do that. I don't recall ever reading anything about that, but okay. Alright, so now we are going to unlock recruitment, which will give us some new soldiers. Get 4 new corps of, get 4 new British corps. It's 2, I believe it's, yeah, 2 Australian, 1 Indian, and 1 Canadian.
We have new orders. Stand by for orders. Move out!
Alright. Time to put my plan into action. Also, your mustache makes you look less pompous than you actually are. Oh, God. All right. You guys want to know a little fun fact about World War I? Go look up Konrad von Hotzendorf. Konrad von Hotzendorf was was basically the leading man for the Empire of Austria-Hungary. He's also basically one of the men who wanted World War I in the first place. Yeah, incompetence does not even begin to simplify him. Like that is too much. That word is not grand enough to. I'm just gonna call him what he is: a fucking dumbass. That is the best way to describe him. Good example. I'm gonna send a ton of my soldiers over the Carpathian Mountains to attack the Russians in the middle of winter. They don't have enough supplies. They don't have winter equipment. Their boots have cardboard soles in them, but who cares? Send them anyway. Oh, an after-action report. Oh, 75% of them died, and the other 25% came back, and they're exhausted and frostbitten. Huh. Well, do it again. Just send twice as many this time. I shit you not. That is literally what he did. He is that stupid. Thank you, Hotzendorf. Churchill's Toy Factory. I mean. What's in? No, Andrea, because all the way I've heard it pronounced is Konrad von Hotzendorf. Remember, it's Austrian. So, again, I don't know. I'm just pronouncing it like I've heard it said in the Great War. So. Anyway, you guys know how we're going to be doing this.
Tank reinforcements ready.
It's tank time, baby.
Reinforcements reporting. We've arrived and ready for orders. Armor reinforcements ready.
Owari-da. Alright. Gotta make sure I at least fill some of these trenches.
Reporting for duty.
Reporting for duty.
Reinforcements reporting.
Reinforcements reporting.
Reinforcements ready.
Reporting for duty.
Reinforcements ready.
Reporting for duty.
We've arrived and await
We've
orders.
arrived and await orders. Reinforcements reporting.
Alright, let's go. It's tank time. Just all of the tanks.
Awaiting new orders.
All of them.
Give us some steam.
All of them, sir? All of them! And yes, I forgot to address this last time. Yes, these tanks are moving way too fast. But please understand, each battle has a 20-minute time limit. They have to account for that. Stop me if you can, Fritz. Ha 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 ha! Your bullets are useless. Die! If the machine guns and the cannons don't kill him, just run them the fuck over. That'll get the point across.
Forward! Orders incoming. Head to that position.
I will not be denied.
Ready for orders. We're moving out.
Alright, come on, boys.
We have new orders. We need to hold this position.
Ready. Here we go. Awaiting new orders. Give us some steam.
Oh yeah, the gauntlet dagger. Might as well have been a pile bunker too. Well, no, it's more like it's a trench shiv. Just strap this piece of metal to your wrist like a gauntlet and go stab some dudes.
We're moving out.
Ready yourselves. On the line.
Stand by for this piece of ground. Move out. On the line.
We have new
On the
orders.
line.
Take firing positions.
Ready for orders.
Crush.
Here we go. Ready.
Alright, get all the tanks together at the command bunker and we're just gonna go, we're gonna drive west.
Give us some steam. Stand by.
Just gonna drive west till we run out of fuel. Or the engine gives out. Probably the latter. Oh, you guys are idiots. Charge the tank that has machine guns. Go ahead.
Orders incoming. Head to that position.
Forward. And crush anything that gets in your way. Oh god, it's a massacre. It's a massacre! Oh my god! Oh, the humanity! It's like a bunch of steamrollers running over a colony of ants. Oh, the humanity!
We're moving out.
Ready yourselves. We hold here.
Attention. Take firing positions.
Stand by for orders. Ready on the fire.
Let it be known that this game kind of turns you into a
yourselves.
psychopath.
Get in position.
Attention. Take firing positions.
Ready for orders.
You can run. We'll catch you.
her some steam.
Let's see him stop all of us!
Forward.
Okay, so you got one. There's a lot more.
Head to that position.
We push back their forces. There can't be many reserves left. Oh, yeah, I think you're right. I don't think they've got much left.
Here we go.
Fresh meat. This is cruel and unusual.
Forward.
But remember, the tank's not a war crime. Remember, boys and girls, the tank's not a war crime.
Awaiting new orders. Head to that position.
Attention.
Oh, you're sending reinforcements. Oh, I might have something to say about that.
Stand by.
Here comes the cavalry, albeit very slowly.
We have new orders.
This is cruel and unusual. It's World War I, Zaruk. That's the order of the day. Yeah. I mean, you're right. That's it. We have literally killed all of their soldiers. The only ones left are the ones in the command trench. Like, they have no more reserves. That was everything.
We need to hold this position.
All right.
Here we go.
On to Berlin. Not in these things, but yeah, on to Berlin.
We have new orders. We hold this ground.
Speaking of tank facts, here's a fun one for you.
Ready.
So the British made use of two kinds of tanks. There were tanks with cannons and then tanks with machine guns.
Stand by.
A tank with a cannon was a male tank.
Orders
A tank with only machine guns was a female tank. So that's why they were called, there's female and male tanks. So the females would have, like, well, female names, and the males would have male names.
Ready for orders. Give us some steam.
Also, that's normally how naming conventions work now, is that most stuff is given a female name, except the battleship Bismarck. Bismarck was given a male name because, well, it was named after the Iron Chancellor.
Stand by for orders.
Ready. Forward.
So the actual naval ship Bismarck would have been a he. Alright, we have officially taken this ground. And all it took was, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 10 tanks! That is also correct, Thomas. Early machine guns were water cooled and needed someone else to handle the ammo. You technically didn't need the second person to be your assistant gunner, but it certainly helped. And here we see a group of 9 British Mark IV tanks in a herd. Most of them are females, but a number of them are the male variety, overlooking this female congregation. Sorry, I had to get a joke in there. So, to give you guys perspective, not only did we take the territory, we inflicted 12,000 casualties, and we only lost 1 tank and 588 guys. I don't know about you, but I call that a bargain. Would a group of tanks be called a lumbering? Don't know. I think it would just be called a herd. Last legs. The enemy position is tenuous at best. Their failure to gain any traction has been noticed, and the civilian population has been quick to call them out and strangle their support. It's only a matter of time before they fall. Indeed. So, now, if we take Guise, I think that's how you say that, Guise, or something like that, we will literally pocket this these forces here. There are 13 corps in 10 in Leon and 3 in Noyon. If we take those, we'll have pocketed a massive force and we'll have basically extended the front a good distance. But we need to take it. So that's the plan. That's the order of the day. Heavy fog has made visibility very poor. Aircraft and balloons are grounded, and all visual ranges are reduced. What a shame. But that's not my problem. Get them, boys. Did someone mention thunder? We were talking about what a group of tanks would be called, Solar. If you were to invent a new kind of all right. Hold on. If you were to invent a new type of tank, what would the main focus of your concept be, and what would you call it? Honestly, most tanks today are already pretty well designed. The main thing for me is I would want it to be more fuel efficient. I would want a and I would want like maybe some new high-tech stuff mounted on it. Maybe mount the trophy system on it that can automatically detonate rocket-propelled grenades or something. Again, that's the thing. We do not know what the battlefield of tomorrow is going to look like. And because of that, it's hard to guess what you should make or invent. That's why the American defense budget is so expensive, and it's why so much stuff gets wasted. Whoops, did I say that part out loud? Anyway, you guys know what you're here for. Let's do it. You ask, you got it. And tanks they're not stagnant. It's just there's no need to develop them any further. If anything, the stuff going on in the, between Russia and Ukraine has proven that that tanks need to adapt more to the modern battlefield. They're going to need better protection, and they need ways to stop anti-tank weapons. But yeah, that's what I do. Better defenses, better fuel efficiency. Heck, if you can make it go faster, that'd be even better. But remember, at the end of the day, the tank is the spear point. The tank punches through, and then the people behind the tank clean up the mess. The tank is not meant to hold ground. That's not its job. I am now unable to summon Zara anymore for a while. Yes, I did that because I didn't want people to, I didn't want people to get greedy with her. I can't do it. That's okay. You'll make it back. I promise. You're here often, so you'll make it back. Alright. So. Well. It's war crime time too. Electric Boogaloo. Well, actually, no. Tanks are not a war crime, so never mind. It's tank time. But first... 8 days should be plenty.
Char de renfort prêt. Char de renfort au rapport. On est arrivé et prêt à recevoir les nouveaux ordres. Blindé de renfort prêt. Compagnie de chars en renfort au rapport.
Wow, this fog is thick. Damn.
Looks like we're late to the party.
We're late to the party. Reinforcements reporting.
Reporting for duty.
Reinforcements
ready.
Reporting for duty. Reinforcements reporting.
Reinforcements reporting.
Reinforcements
We have
ready.
arrived and await orders.
We have arrived and await orders.
Don't say it. Don't say it, Zaruk. Don't say it. This fog is dummy thick. Oh well. Alright, that's enough artillery. Is it thicker than Zara? Nothing is thicker than Zara.
En route. En avant.
I mean, if y'all want Zara to be thicker, that's what the grow PNG command is for. Look at the little FTs. They're adorable.
En avance.
Dukes of Hazzard, World War I edition.
Cible en vue. On y va. Ordre d'ouvrir le feu. En route. Feu à volonté. Choisissez votre
Gentlemen, clear a path for the infantry.
feu.
Yeah, Zara wouldn't fit in a tank. No, Zara's the... No, you just strap the armor and cannon to Zara like she was a Gundam. Oh, great. Now you guys are giving me ideas. Damn it.
Dirigez-vous vers cette position. On avance. Cible en vue. On y va.
Alright, we're almost done.
Route.
Clear these guys out, and then we can take the position. Hello,
Ready
Fountain.
yourselves. This position is ours.
Show love 100 hello babe tilde hi everyone tilde tilde Zaruk W smile hype love 1 Zaruk George.
En avant.
Love you, Fountain. Run those conscripts over. Or just shoot them. That works too.
Prêt. En attente de nouveaux ordres. Dirigez-vous vers cette position.
Imp SD Gun. Go for it. Sure, why not?
We have new
Imp SD Gundams.
Stand by for orders.
I have been given special dispensation to use firearms in the defense of Neotopia.
We have new orders.
And if y'all know what that is, you deserve a freaking senior discount. Woo boy.
Stand by for orders. Restez en position. On avance. On y va.
Hey, I grew up with that too, so I could say that.
En avant. Dirigez-vous vers cette position. On avance. c'est possible. On y va. Feu. En route. Cible en vue. Ordre d'ouvrir le feu.
Oh, this will be fun. Just stay right there. Hold that pose, Kraut. This is going right in my cringe collection. Hold. There we go. Woo! Fireworks. Very bloody fireworks. I see it. Hold on there. Oh, well, wait. You can't pet George because Zara's out right now.
On y va. En route. En avant. Dirigez-vous vers cette position.
I already did everything else.
Prêt. On avance. On attend de nouveaux ordres. Restez en position. En route. Les ordres arrivent.
Alright, this is getting silly now.
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres. Choisissez vos cibles. Prêt. Dirigez-vous vers cette position. Feu. Cible en vue.
There is no A move, so I just have to singularly click each unit and tell them to get rid of it.
Ordre d'ouvrir le feu. Feu à volonté. On avance. Choisissez vos cibles. Feu.
Alright, I think that should do it. Nope, wait, I see more. You dare?
Cible en vue.
Oh, they're dead. Oh, no, wait, they brought friends.
Ordre d'ouvrir le feu.
Like just a stream of tracers just cutting down one guy, like a whole unit of guys.
Choisissez vos cibles.
We have new orders. Ready on the line.
All right, move up, take the new position.
Stand by for orders. On the line. Ready yourselves.
Attention!
Attention. Take firing positions. We have new orders.
Ready yourselves.
Ready on the line. Restez en position.
All right, on to the next one.
En route.
But yes, say hello to the grandfather and grandmother of all... yeah, I guess grandfather and grandmother of all tank designs. Because the FT, in this case the FT-17, the FT-17 was basically the tank design that everyone would copy.
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres. Dirigez-vous vers cette position. Feu. On avance. Cible en vue. On y va. En route.
Yep, the first modern tank, yeah.
Ordre d'ouvrir le feu.
Though it did take the French 3 tries to get it right.
En avant.
Bang.
Feu à volonté.
Yeah, the first one, I don't remember if Emperor Renard was here, he could tell you. There was one design, the Saint Chamond was the second design, and then the FT design was the third one.
On avance.
Yeah, it only took 3 tries.
On y va.
Bang, bang.
Choisissez vos cibles. Feu. En route.
Oh, they got a machine gun. We need to kill that.
Cible en vue.
There we go.
Dirigez-vous vers cette position. Ordre d'ouvrir le feu. Prêt, on avance. En attente de nouveaux ordres. Restez en position. Feu à volonté. En route, choisissez vos cibles. En avant. Feu. Dirigez-vous vers cette position. On avance.
Alright, time to pull back.
En route.
I think we can handle it from here.
Attention.
We have new orders.
On arrive après la bataille, on dirait. Au rapport.
Les ordres arrivent. En avant. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres.
Get the tanks to the back line. They've done their part, now we have to do ours.
Attendez les ordres. On tient.
First one. Go first.
Incoming coordinates for barrage.
What the hell? Oh, that was the tanks leaving. Okay. And yeah, since we withdrew the tanks, they won't count as casualties because I ordered them to evacuate.
Tenez-vous prêts.
Forward.
Tiens cette position. Attention. Mettez-vous en position. On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous sur la ligne. On a de nouveaux ordres. Sur la ligne.
Stand by for orders.
I had a feeling they wouldn't just leave these trenches open.
The brass wants this piece of ground.
That's literally a bunch of conscripts who are basically just little boys given guns put up against veterans. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, not well, turns out.
Attendez les ordres. En position de tir. Tenez-vous prêts. Préparez-vous à tirer. Attention. Mettez-vous en position. On a de nouveaux ordres. On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
Ready yourselves. Ready on the fire step.
We have new orders. Take fire in positions. Attendez les ordres. Tenez-vous prêts.
Alright, go take the command trench.
We have new orders. On the fire step. Stand by for orders. Get in position.
Attention. Get in position.
Most of the connecting trenches were destroyed, but that's okay.
Cette position est à nous.
Alright, we've taken the command trench, so now You dare refuse my bachal?
Ready yourselves. Ready on the line. On the line.
Don't stand there, get in the trenches!
We have new orders.
Oh, no you don't. I see what you're doing.
Ready cannons for siege fire. Shells incoming.
Man, I hope you guys have made peace with God. This ain't gonna feel good. Ooh. Yeah, that's what I meant. One group survives, the other gets torn to shreds.
We have new orders.
Alright, we may need the backup tanks.
Chars de renfort prêt. Chars de renfort au rapport.
Attention. On a de nouveaux ordres. Sur la ligne.
We can use the tanks to identify where the enemy is.
Dirigez-vous vers cette position. On avance. On y va. En route. En avant.
Stand by for orders.
En attente de nouveaux ordres. Dirigez-vous vers cette position. Cible en vue. Ordre d'ouvrir le feu. On avance. Feu à volonté. Restez en position. Choisissez vos cibles. Les ordres arrivent. Feu! Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres.
Yeah, hope you made peace with your God. You're about to go meet him.
En attente de nouveaux ordres. En avant.
Ready yourselves. On the line. Take firing position.
Restez en position. Cible en vue. Les ordres arrivent. Dirigez-vous vers cette position. On avance. On y va. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres. Le feu.
Get in there, boys.
The brass wants this piece of ground.
There we go. Now we wait.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Attendez les ordres. On doit y aller. Tenez-vous prêts. Allez, on accélère. Attention.
It should also be mentioned your guys your guys will actually take morale penalty from a siege bombardment. So like every time if you decide to use a siege bombardment, like pre-siege bombardment, it actually damages your guys' morale because they're shell-shocked. Like your own guns can shell-shock your guys, which historically that did happen. So all according to plan. All according to plan. The forces in Guise can't take another attack like that. Once they're hit once more, they'll collapse and we'll have 13 cores pocketed for us. Granted, I won't be surprised if they try to make a break for it, because they do get one more turn. So I wouldn't be surprised if they try to move all of their guys to Geese or try to move them out to stop us. That wouldn't surprise me. No? We've lost some important technology. Our tanks, planes, and siege artillery can only be fixed so much. If they're destroyed or lost in the battlefield, we have no choice but to order the factories to build more. This is expensive and time-consuming. Try not to lose too many. Yeah, and that popped up because I lost a group of tanks. Our air sorties have been thwarted time and time again by a new German weapon, the Flakpanzer. It's basically a Sturmpanzerwagen chassis with 2 mounted anti-aircraft flak cannons mounted on it. While unorthodox, it is highly effective, and we need them destroyed. I probably lost about... I think I lost 8 tanks. Like 8 FTs, which are expensive. So, a French tank battalion is 400 gold. A British tank battalion is 600. So, yeah, I lost some tanks.
Awaiting new orders. Head to that position. Stand by. We're moving out. Orders incoming.
We can't wait anymore. We have to attack. If we delay... Hold on. Better idea. Now...
Ready for orders.
That's what I thought. Let's go. We need to close this pocket. I know I just drained a lot of money, but we need to close this pocket. If we close this pocket, we will, like I said, we will have trapped between 12 to 13 core. That is a lot of men. So, that's around, I believe, if my math is correct, I believe that's somewhere between 60 to 80,000 men that we'll be taking prisoner. Now that's chump change on the eastern front of World War I, but on the western front, that is a massive blow. I don't need trenches. I'm going on the offensive. I'll still lay some down just in case. There we go. We'll swing left this time. And we don't have any siege artillery, so we need normal artillery to back us up. Excuse me, General Zaruk. How many artillery pieces do you want to support this attack? Yes. I'm sorry, sir? Yes. So all of them. All of them. Very good, sir.
Tank company reinforcements reporting. Tank reinforcements ready.
We've arrived.
Looks like
we're
we're late to the party.
We've
Reporting
arrived and
for
await
duty.
orders.
Looks like we're late to the party.
Reporting for duty.
Reporting for duty. Reinforcements reporting. Reinforcements reporting. Reinforcements ready.
All right, let's go. By the way, this guy right here, Georges Guinemer, that he was France's ace of aces in World War I. He was their best flying ace. Give me every gun you have, all of them.
Ready.
Forward.
Here we go. Give us some steam. Awaiting new orders. Forward. Stand by. Head to that position. Orders incoming. We're moving out. Ready for orders.
I will show you the dark side.
Here we go.
Listen to the sounds of your destruction.
Give us some steam. Forward.
Move up.
Attention! We hold here.
Attention! We hold
Ready
here.
on the fire step.
Ready. Our target is set. Head to that position. We're moving out.
Position cleared. Now we wait for the infantry. Ah, you have artillery. Good, I'll go find it.
Awaiting new orders.
Find that artillery and
Here
destroy
we
it.
go.
We have new orders.
We have new orders.
We have new orders.
We need to go.
We have new orders.
We have new orders. On the fire step. Stand by for orders. Position. Ready yourselves. Ready on the line. Attention.
We have new orders.
Ready on the line.
We have new
Ready
orders.
on the fire step.
Found their artillery. It's wrecked now.
Give us some steam. Forward.
Ah.
Orders incoming.
Ooh, an
To that
observation
position.
balloon. Let's destroy that.
Fire when ready.
Burn.
Moving out. Here we go. Ready for orders. Give us some steam. Ready. Open fire. All ports. Forward.
There we go.
Head to that position. Awaiting new orders.
We hold this ground.
We're moving out.
Alright, good. We've taken this one, so...
We have new orders.
On to the next one. Move, move, move.
This position
Full
is
speed.
ours.
Let's go. Oh shit, they're actually counterattacking.
Be ready, boys.
Ready.
Full barrage.
They are
Ready for
They are
fire
actively
orders.
counterattacking. Hold on.
Stand by. Here we go.
We're gonna have to go stop
Give
them.
us some steam.
Load them up. Prep for barrage. Set positions. Teams
Load
ready
for
area
We have our
barrage. Be
targets.
ready, boys. Ready for fire orders. Check coordinates
Fire.
for barrage. Load them up. Set positions.
Stand by for orders. Get in position. We have new orders. On the line. Stand by for orders. Firing positions. Ready yourselves.
Stand by for orders.
Ready on the fire step.
These guys are just gonna have to hold out till the tanks get here. It's gonna take them a minute, but they can get here.
Ready yourselves.
Ready on the line.
Attention. On the line.
Come on, guys.
Orders incoming.
Overheat the engines if you have to. Get over there. Alright, take the command
Attention,
trench.
lost.
Go, go, go.
We're lost.
So you took 2 trenches. Congrats.
Ready for
You want a
orders.
medal?
Head to that position. targets. We're moving out.
You took the trenches, now we can bury you in them.
The brass wants this piece of ground.
Here we go.
There we go.
Give us some steam.
We have new orders.
They appear to be counterattacking.
Ready. Fire on that position. Be ready, boys. Ready, full
Start
barrage.
the barrage.
Ready for fire orders.
I can't let you do that.
We have new orders. Take firing positions.
Ready.
Alright, whatever's left, just kill it.
Stand by for orders. On the double now. Ready on the fire step.
Awaiting new orders. Stand by. Fire.
Ready yourselves. Get in position.
Alright, we now have all the positions captured, so it's basically a sweep, unless they have some hidden infantry somewhere. Which I don't think they do, so now it's gotta wait on the time to run out. Really wish there was a faster button than 2 times speed, but hey, I'll make do.
Ready on the line.
And with this sweep, 13 corps of German infantry will be captured, or rather they'll be surrounded. They'll either have to surrender or they'll have to punch their way out. But a good victory to end the war on, I think. And all before the Americans showed up. Who needs them damn Yanks? I'm sorry, who needs them damn Yanks? There we go.
Orders incoming. To that position. We're moving out. Ready for orders. Here we go.
Faster! Fill up faster, damn you! Thank you. And with that, I do believe we now have 13 corps surrounded. I don't know. If I was General Ludendorff, I'd be thinking about surrendering now. Yep. They are completely surrounded. Oh, I'm sorry. 17 corps of men. 17 corps. Wow. 17. The guys from Guise must have retreated. So now they're surrounded. Now, I don't know how the game handles surrounded enemy forces like this. So we'll have to find out. Yep, I see now. They've got a mark on them. Our series of combat victories has not gone unnoticed by the people. Recruitment is up, and pride in our accomplishments is all the people talk about. Yep, they're cut off. Let's see. What does this say? Region surrounded. The region is surrounded by regions controlled by the enemy. While surrounded, you cannot attack out of the region and cannot move units into or out. The region will lose 1 star per turn while surrounded. If all stars are lost, the region will be captured by the enemy. You must be able to trace a line of friendly regions from the command region to this region to break the surrounded state. Oh! So, just hold them here? Okay. They can't attack. and nobody's coming to save them. So, okay. 17 corps of men. Woo boy. They might try a push, but... Local black market. Ah. Then we need to reinforce that position.
On a de nouveaux ordres. En marche.
Yes, I believe so. I can put all of my forces on the front. Yep.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
We have new orders. Move out.
हमारे पास नए ऑर्डर आए हैं.
We're moving.
Attendez les ordres. On avance.
Oh, they're trying to attack. Well, I hate to break... Oh, I see. Okay, so here's the deal. One of these attack, either the attack from Florin or Mebouge, they both have to break through. If they do, they'll reconnect the territory. But again, if one of them fails, then these guys are doomed. So they're going to try everything. So, sure, why not? We'll fight it. Let me see you suffer, knowing you can't rescue your brothers in arms. No, they cannot push out from there. They are completely surrounded. They need someone to come rescue them. So they are cut off, isolated, and there are 17 corps of men in there. So, yeah. They need people to come get them. Alright. I fought on this map a few times. It's usually this area that gets this little island area that gets most of the attention. So we're going to upgrade the trenches slightly so they can withstand artillery a bit better. There we go. I'm not really worried about this area because I'm going to deploy the tanks around here. And the tanks will be able to drive off most attacks. It's usually this area that the enemy throws a lot of their guys at.
Reinforcements reporting. Ready.
Renfort, au rapport.
On est arrivé. On attend les
Renfort,
ordres.
au rapport. On est arrivé. On attend les ordres. Renfort, au rapport.
On dirait qu'on arrive après la bataille. Au rapport.
On arrive après la bataille, on dirait.
Prêt.
Renfort, au rapport.
Looks like we're late for the party.
Reinforcements ready.
We've arrived and ready for orders. Armor reinforcements ready. Tank company reinforcements reporting.
And just in case they try to slip through the lines. There you go. Yeah, no kidding, Red Mage. Also, this mindset. A nation of 70 million can suffer, but it cannot die. No, but millions of people in it can die. Can y'all imagine the mindset this guy must have had to think, oh, well, there's 70 million people in the country. Who cares if 10 million of them die? Yeah, when the number drops. Yeah, people start suffering. Alright, as I've said numerous times, the enemy usually attacks around the 2 or 3 minute mark. It depends on what they decide to do. I see an observation balloon here, so they're probably going to attack right here. Maybe. Depending on wherever they attack, I'm just going to throw the tanks into a counterattack against them, so...
Awaiting new orders.
Any day now, guys. You know, your buddies over there that are suffering, you got to get through me to get to them, so any day now.
Stand by.
Or
give us some steam.
Maybe I'll just come
orders
to you.
Incoming. Forward. Head to that position.
Oh, there they are.
Ready for orders.
I see you.
Out. Here we go.
Surprise, German. Oh, they got their own tanks. Look, it's a Sturmpanzer. It's an A7V. Or as my friends colloquially know it as, Metal Box. Look at it.
Give us some steam. Forward.
Get that metal box.
Fire when ready.
Uh-oh.
To that position. Ready. Awaiting new orders. We're moving out. Stand by. Orders incoming. Open fire. All ports. Ready for orders. Here we go.
Okay, they're actually taking us seriously. They actually brought big guns.
Ready.
Oh, look, there's a flak panzer.
Awaiting new orders.
All right, pull back, pull back, pull back.
Head to that position.
Problem is the A7V has heavy guns at the front and back, and then nothing but machine guns.
Stand by. We're moving out.
All right, they're actually taking this seriously. They are actually they're bound and determined to rescue their friends. All right.
Here we go.
Oh, they're even sending in bombers. Okay, wow. Problem is, I have no artillery set up right now.
We've arrived and await orders. C'est perdu.
Ready for orders.
C'est trop. Retraite.
Ready. Give us some steam.
All right, we took out one of the tanks. That's good.
C'est perdu.
Forward.
We have new orders.
Get in position.
Ready yourselves. On the line.
Awaiting new orders.
Oh, where you guys going? Trying to sneak around? I don't think so. Get them.
We're lost.
They're overrunning the left flank.
Au rapport. Looks like we're late to the party. Reporting for duty.
Stand by.
Drive them off, and then we can maybe go destroy that A7.
We're moving out.
This is why you never wanted to fight a tank in the open on no man's land like this.
Here we go. Give us some steam. Pick your targets.
It's too much. Retreat.
Forward.
C'est trop. Retraite.
Stand by for orders.
Orders incoming.
Like the
Head
cavalry to
that
the
position.
rescue. Here we come.
Fire! Ready for orders.
Take that, you ugly son of a bitch.
Target is set.
Get the other one. Got it. Move.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Ready yourself. On the line.
Tenez-vous prêts. On doit tenir cette position de tir.
Ready.
More for the meat grinder. Get him.
Fire when ready. Open fire. All give us some steam. Forward.
Alright, we drove them off, so... Ordinarily, when the enemy loses about a quarter of their attacking strength, they'll call for a ceasefire. But if they think they can win, they won't.
Attention. Take firing positions.
So we'll see what they do.
Awaiting new
What happened to that
position.
flak panzer?
We're moving out.
Oh, no, they're trying again. Let me educate you on why that's a bad idea.
Targets.
Okay, no, that's a lot of guys. Pull back, pull back.
Tank reinforcements ready.
Reporting for duty. Reinforcements reporting.
Stand by.
Good God, did they use all their armor in the first two waves, so now all they got left is infantry?
Forward. Head to that position.
Well, sucks to be you guys. I've got armor reinforcements. They're literally chasing me! Why?
Orders incoming. We're moving out.
Why are you chasing me? Alright, well,
Ready for orders.
turn about, open all ports, engage.
Here we go.
Oh! Oh, now you want a ceasefire! With all those guys out in the open? I don't think so.
Ready.
Kill them all! Oh, I don't think so.
Our target is set. Forward.
As soon as they saw, they were like, as soon as they saw my new tanks, they're like, hey, you guys want to call a ceasefire? No. No.
Stand by. Head to that position.
The time for ceasefire has passed.
Here we go.
The time for talk has passed. The Lord's work must be done. Oh, you're sending veterans at me. Okay. Hope they're not too valuable. And here come the conscripts. Yeah, I would run too if a freaking land ship was coming after me.
Fire when ready.
So let's knock out that observation balloon. You won't be needing that.
Head to that position.
Oh, I found your artillery part too.
Moving out.
Let's take care of that. You wanted this fight, not me.
Open fire. All ports. Here we go. Pick your targets. Give us some steam.
Well, so much for all their artillery. Look how much that bar has dropped.
Head to that position. We're moving out.
Still haven't found that flak panzer. I wonder what happened to it.
Here we go. Give us some steam. Forward.
So here's the thing. The AI will call for a second ceasefire when they're allowed to. So they might actually call for another one. Because I can't call... Oh, there it is!
Head to that position.
Now it's dead.
We're moving out. Here we go.
We have new orders.
The entire force will advance. In which direction, General? Well, straight ahead, to be sure.
We hold here.
Orders incoming.
I'm literally going to counterattack and take back this position and maybe their command trench.
Ready for orders. Give us some steam.
How embarrassing is that?
Attention. Le commandement veut cette position, en colonne. On tient.
How embarrassing is it? You had the advantage. You outnumbered your enemy at least 3-1. Not only did they beat you, they're counterattacking and taking back all of your territory. If this was Star Wars, some German commander would be getting his throat crushed.
On a de nouveaux ordres. On tient cette position.
Ready.
You have
Forward.
failed me for the last time, Herr Commandant.
We hold this ground.
Awaiting new orders. Head to that position. We're moving out.
If this was Star Wars, a German commander would be getting his throat crushed after a bad defeat like this. You have failed me for the last time, Herr Commandant.
Stand by. Orders incoming. Here we go. Give us some steam.
I mean, we'll look at the stat screen after this. I guarantee you this is this screw up of theirs is worthy of a throat crush.
Ready for orders.
Someone clip that. I mean, if someone wants to clip it, they can. I personally don't think it was that funny. I was just making a joke.
We have new orders. This position is ours.
All right, position seized. On to the next one. They still got some supplies left,
Ready.
so probably this area is guarded.
Head to that position.
Yes, Herr Vader. We have found the last of the enemy. You may commence your landing.
Awaiting new orders. We're moving out. Here we go.
Oh, did you guys not bring any defensive soldiers?
Stand by. Give us
Oh! Well, in that case... I mean, you literally just rolled up here thinking you were gonna just take everything. Well, in that case, don't mind if I do. Go, boys.
Attendez les ordres.
Counterattack.
On doit tenir
The
cette
entire
position.
army shall
Rassemblez-vous.
advance? In which direction, sir?
Le commandement
Straight
veut
ahead,
cette
to be
position.
sure.
Stand by for
We
orders.
have new orders.
Attention.
That is a reference to the 1970 movie Waterloo. It's the instructions given to the Duke of Wellington gives to his army after the British drive off the French Old Guard. The entire army will advance. In which direction, sir? Why, straight ahead, to be sure.
Préparez-vous à tirer. Attention, mettez-vous en position.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Sur la ligne.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Sur la ligne.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Mettez-vous en position. On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
It was a costly victory. We lost a few tanks, but we actually drove them off and fully crushed their attack. We counterattacked so hard that we took back all of their land. Again, if you outnumber your enemy 3 or 4 to 1 and get beaten so badly that the enemy managed to take all of your territory instead, if this was Star Wars and you were an Imperial commander, Vader would, wherever Vader was, he would go to where you were. Actually, no. Vader would just contact you via hologram and force choke you through the hologram and crush your throat. As I said, this is worthy of a German throat crushing. Let's put this into perspective, shall we? I lost around 1,500 men and 4 tanks. They lost... Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot! They lost 12,000 men, 15 artillery pieces, 3 heavy tanks, and a flak panzer. Yeah, someone's getting their throat crushed. Yay!
Finally, the guns fell silent on the Western Front. The German offensive had collapsed under the weight of its own ambition and the combined might of the Allied nations. Its people were starving, its navy in revolt. Germany could no longer support a war of such attrition. The map of the world was to be divided among the victors. New nations would emerge. France would have its revenge, and Britain the dismantling of the German navy. In doing so, setting the stage for the next 100 years. Many would strive for a long-lasting peace, so that no war of such devastating scale should ever exist again. Yet, with great sorrow, history would tell a different story.
On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, 1918, the Great War, the war to end all wars, would come to an end. The nations of the world had fought a war unseen by anyone. And in 4 years' time, 20 million plus lives would be snuffed out. Indeed, the map of Europe would be redrawn. France would reclaim Alsace-Lorraine and impose heavy war reparations on Germany. The Austrian-Hungarian Empire would be broken up. The Ottoman Empire would be broken up. And the German Navy would be dismantled. And yet, in the remains of such a war, the embers of a bigger flame would smolder. In 1918, at the Battle of Amiens, a young corporal would lie in a hospital bed, recovering from the effects of being gassed by the Allied forces. He would seethe with anger and resentment at what he believed to be the betrayal of the German people and of their rightful victory. That corporal's name was Adolf Hitler, and he would not forget the 4 years that the Great War showed him. In 4 years, the world saw revolutionary advancements from technology, medicine, and everything else. All of it turned to a purpose of war. Chemical weapons, flame weapons, weapons of terror. The idea of total war had finally become a reality, where everyone was a target, not just the soldiers, even the people at home on the front, at the home front, not just those on the front lines. In 4 years, beautiful landscapes in France, Belgium, Eastern Germany, and parts of Russia would be nothing but blasted moonscapes that even today the scars still remain. The shell holes are still there. The trenches are still there. This conflict is over a century old, and the scars still exist. Many people have compared this war to a monster, a living thing that was sustained by the blood and the sacrifice of all of those who fought in it. Something that refused to be contained and restrained. Its appetite bottomless. And the only reason it died is because the men of this era, mankind, after 4 years, stood up and said, enough. But only after 20 million plus lives have been lost. And to think, 20 years later, 21 if we're being picky, the world would find itself involved in even bloodier conflict, which would kill even more people. But this, sadly, is the moment of the new millennium. The 20th century would be defined by war. And this, the Great War, the war to end all wars, it and its sequel showed us that true war, real war, is something that must be avoided. Because in a modern conflict, I want y'all to look at this, what's going on behind the credits. Imagine this, but on a much wider scale. Imagine entire swaths of country looking like this. War is not a game. War is the ultimate evil. Because at the end of the day, war doesn't decide who's wrong or who's right. War decides who's left. And those that are left over will pick up the pieces. Victory in January of 1917. The strategic map, it doesn't look like much, but yeah, that's actually pushed forward a lot. And the reason it ended right there and then is because those 2 units we surrounded surrendered, and we got a massive boot. They took a massive national will hit for that. Hey, we won even before the Americans got involved. But now, after that, you know, that is correct, Josiah. War never changes, and war is the ultimate final answer. So, now, here's the interesting thing. My plan is, after we do a German campaign, I'll show you guys the historical battles. The game developers have said more of these are coming. Maybe. We don't know. But here they are, if you're interested. We have the Second Battle of Ypres, which is where chemical weapons would first be used. The Second Battle of Champagne, which was part of the French Champagne Offensive. The Battle of Verdun, which is exactly what it sounds like. The Battle of the Somme. The Second Battle of Passchendaele. And then the Battle of Cantigny, which is where the Americans first went into battle. But again, all in good time. For now, I promised a war crimes campaign, so that's what we're going to do. What about what you said? Yes, a lasting peace, but too many held the idea of a lasting peace was to make others suffer. Yep. Funny how that didn't work out, huh? So, alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to let you guys pick. We can start a Central Powers campaign in 1914, which is what we did for the Allied nations, or we can jump to 1916. The difference is that you start with less gold and less national will, but you actually get more research points, and more stuff has already been researched because it's 1916. So we either start in December of 1914 or go to May of 1916. So, y'all pick. What do y'all think? And by the way, this is a war crime campaign. So what that means, let me explain. What that means is I have to fight the campaign with only weapons that would be qualified as a war crime today. So that means poison gas, flamethrowers, and other stuff. But that's basically it. I'm not allowed to use tanks. I'm not allowed to use aircraft. Yeah, I can't do that. So, yeah. Yeah, this is a challenge run. So, because I'm doing a war crime campaign, if we start in 1914, that'll give me more control over, that'll give me more control over what we get, like what I can focus on. Because like I said, if we go to 1916, a ton of stuff's already been researched. So, how fast can you get chemical weapons? Not as fast as you'd think. I mean, you can get them quick, but you really have to focus on them. So, but that's y'all's call. This also means if we're starting in 1914, we're also going to be on the back foot a lot more. Because, well, and let me preface, this does not mean that I can only use, like, war crime weapons on defense. On defense, I can use, like, normal riflemen and everything, but I'm not going to use tanks. I'm not going to use anything like that. Literally, the only way I can do this, like, when I'm on the attack, is I can use chemical weapons, flamethrowers, and stuff like that. No planes, no tanks, none of that stuff. So, you know what? I think I'm just going to do the 1914 one because that gives me more control over what we're playing with. So, let's do that one. The onset of war in August 1914 was viewed with confidence by the people of Europe. Few imagined how long or disastrous a great war could be, and most believed the war was a necessity to defend against the might of their oppressors. Many had a sense of patriotism and positivity, and most believed the war would be over within a few months. By December, it had begun to set in that the war wouldn't be over anytime soon.
With the death of the Archduke, Europe is propelled into chaos. Nations honoring treaties and alliances forged years before are now plunged into a conflict they cannot avoid, sparked by a single gunshot. Here on the Western Front, nations draw their battle lines. The Central Powers of Austria-Hungary and Germany now face the combined alliance of France, Britain, and their colonies. The Great War is about to begin.
Melde gehorsamst! Die russische Zweite Armee wurde bei Tannenberg umfassend zurückgeschlagen. Aber ihre Truppen wurden schneller mobilisiert, als wir es erwartet hatten.
Und was ist mit unserem Vormarsch durch Belgien?
Aus Belgien wird erheblicher Widerstand gemeldet und das britische Expeditionsheer ist nunmehr in den Konflikt eingetreten. Unsere Befähigung, die Westfront zu überrennen, wurde ein wenig eingeschränkt. Aber ich bin zuversichtlich, dass...
Paris?
Bei unserem Durchbruch an der Marne erleiden wir schwere Verluste. Unsere Befehlshaber vor Ort sind versprengt. Von Kluck hat sich mit seinem Armeeverband auf das Nordufer der N zurückgezogen und baut dort Stellungen aus, damit wir uns für einen Großangriff auf Frankreich sammeln können.
Russland im Osten, Großbritannien und Frankreich im Westen. Alle graben sich ein. Wir müssen wachsam bleiben.
Thus the Western Front was established. From the fields of Flanders to the borders of Switzerland, the great nations would make their stand. The fate of millions was now in the hands of a few.
Germany was surrounded on all sides by powerful enemies. War was declared on Russia, but Germany pushed through Belgium to capture Paris in order to remove Russia's ally and keep the war to one front. Ah yes, the Schlieffen Plan! That's actually what it was called, the Schlieffen Plan. This, however, triggered Britain's defensive alliance with Belgium. Unable to reach the sea to outflank Britain, Germany was forced to dig in. In an unparalleled act of humanity, British and German soldiers agreed to a ceasefire on Christmas Day. Both sides entered no man's land to exchange gifts and start up a game of football. Others took the time to rest, repair their trenches, and recover the dead. This act of compassion was never to be repeated for the remainder of the war. Soon after the event, the orders came down. Push forward, take new ground, defeat the enemy. Welcome to the front line in 1914 as the Germans. So, as I said, we only get to use only get to use war crime weapons. I am going to still be able to use logistic stuff, but yeah, war crime weapons only. So, let's see. For that, we're going to need access to shock troops. So, let's see. Alright, so flame warfare's up here. Meanwhile, we start with efficient heavy artillery, which is good. Now, we can't get tear gas right now. But fat lot of good that's going to do me when I don't even have infantry to attack yet. So... Also, I realized I may have just handicapped myself with this challenge. Because if I'm not allowed to use anything but flamethrower troops... Ooh. Hey, Squirrel, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. I'm Zaruk Windcaller. My channel's currently been overtaken by Zara Stormbringer at the moment. I'm playing the Great War Western Front War Crime Edition. I'm playing as the Germans in 1914, and I can only use units and weapons that would be considered war crimes today. So, chemical weapons, flame weapons, that kind of stuff. Alright. So. Yeah, I realize I may have just handicapped myself. Ach. Gottverdammt. Oh well. Let's see. Okay, so 2, 3, 5. So I need 5 to get to flame troops. Okay? Alright, well, I guess we're playing defense for right now then. Because, yeah. Yeah, we have to play defense, because no flame troops means no attacking. Hey, Zaruk, how you doing? But yeah, we're gonna have to play defense, so... That's good, Zaruk. Okay, so one thing I did learn from my own campaigns is that you cannot take Calais. It's like, you cannot take it. Yeah, so I thought if you kept... In my own campaign, personally, I thought if you took Calais, you could lock the British out of the campaign... the British and, colonial forces out. You can't. They will always be able to deploy. So the best thing you can do, the only way to fully win is to take Paris. So that's an instant win. So with that in mind, I do want to take Ypres at some point, but for now, let's see. I have an idea.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
Neue Befehle gehen ein.
Ausrücken! Warten auf Befehle.
Warten auf Befehle.
Wir sind unterwegs. Bereit machen. Bewegt euch! Wir müssen los. Achtung! Jetzt aber im Laufschritt. Wir haben neue Befehle. Ausrücken!
All right. We gotta wait. Germany warns Americans. Germany has purchased classified ads in local newspapers to warn citizens of potential danger when boarding ships bound to Europe, stating that any ship allied with Britain will be fired upon and potentially destroyed. We urge our readers to use caution when planning a sea voyage at this time. Fun fact, if you know anything about the Lusitania, which was this ocean liner that was traveling between the U.S. and Europe, and had over 100 Americans on it, and over 100 Americans were killed when it sank. Yeah, there was actually an ad in the paper in the U.S. that said, yeah, reminder, there's a state of war between Britain and France. Do not use ocean liners unless you have to. And that came out a day before the Lusitania left port. So, yeah. Research fighter planes. No, they're not a war crime, so I can't do that. Can you drop gas? No, you can't. Sadly. Ah, they're attacking. Of course they are. Alright, we should probably fight this one. I'm not really worried about it, but if the game says it's a loss, then I definitely want to fight it and see if I can at least kind of balance the outcome. Remember, I said defensive missions are okay, but if I'm on the attack, I can only use war crime weapons. And yes, offensive artillery is unlocked once I get gas weapons. Correct. Like tear gas. Tear gas would work. Problem, though, it's pointless because I can use tear gas, sure, but if I don't have the infantry to take the position, it doesn't really matter. Now, does it? Anyway, I don't know where they're going to attack me from, so... Also, could someone do me a favor and look up if razor wire is considered a war crime? Barbed wire's not, but I want to know if razor wire is considered a war crime.
Melde mich zum Dienst. Verstärkung macht Meldung. Verstärkung bereit. Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle. Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party. Melde mich zum Dienst. Verstärkung macht Meldung. Verstärkung bereit.
That'll work. And yeah, I remember, don't forget to research the gas masks. Alright. What will you do?
Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle. Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party. Melde mich zum Dienst. Verstärkung macht Meldung.
They have a major advantage here, so we need to drop them back. Yeah, Squirrel is a friend of mine. I'm a DM for their D&D game. Any day now, AI. This ain't the phony war. Let's go. Why wait me out? Like, they have to attack. Ah, here they come. And this is why I have multiple lines of infantry, so as they get closer, they keep getting picked off.
Wir sind verloren!
Okay, so those idiots took that trench from me and then jumped out. Why? Okay. Trying to take the other one, alright. Yeah, that didn't work, did it?
Feuerstellung einnehmen! Warten auf Befehle.
Alright, slide in.
Bereit machen! Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen! Wir haben neue Befehle. In Stellung gehen! Wir haben neue Befehle.
Here they come again. More light artillery to keep our heads down.
Warten auf Befehle. Das ist zu viel! Rückzug!
Oh, now they're attacking the center. You fools, I have the high ground. And 2 units of riflemen behind this one. Well, so much for that attack.
Bereit machen, bereit an der Linie.
Oh, good grief. Insert definition of insanity here.
Zurück nach hinten! Achtung! Wir haben neue Befehle. Wir haben neue Befehle. An die Linie!
Oh man, they're throwing everything into this.
Verstärkung bereit. Rettet euch! Lauft! Wir sind verloren! Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle.
This is just assisted suicide at this point.
Warten auf Befehle. Wir ziehen uns zurück. Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party. Bereit machen. Feuerstellung einnehmen. Wir haben neue Befehle. Feuerstufe bereit machen.
All right, we didn't have time to get to the positions. Just reinforce the trenches.
Wir haben neue Befehle. In Stellung gehen. Beschützt diese Position! Melde mich zum Dienst! Warten auf Befehle! Zurück nach hinten!
Good God, you crazy French bastards! How many men are you gonna sacrifice?
Bereit machen! Bereit an der Linie!
They're just throwing everything at me. This is this is suicide with extra steps.
Rettet euch! Lauft! Wir sind verloren! Verstärkung macht Meldung! Verstärkung bereit! Wir sind angetroffen und warten auf Befehle! Achtung! Wir sind unterwegs! Wir haben neue Befehle! Wir müssen diese Stellung neue halten. Befehle! Ausschwärmen!
All right, come take the position if you think you're hard enough. Come and have a go.
Zurück nach hinten! Rettet euch!
Now, for Pete's sake.
Lauft! Warten auf Befehle! Feuerstellung Anmarsch! Bereit machen! Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen!
Hold on, I gotta grab some more
Wir sind
dudes.
verloren! Achtung! In Stellung gehen! Das ist zu viel! der Linie! Haltet die Fahne hoch! Wir haben neue Befehle. An die Linie! Zurück nach hinten!
Good God, they've sacrificed more than 2/3 of their force.
There can be only one.
Hey, Hop, how you doing? Alright, hold on, Fountain. I'm a little busy right now.
Warten auf Befehle. Bewegt euch! Die Generäle wollen diesen Abschnitt haben! Rettet euch! Werft sie zurück!
Okay, you want that position so damn bad? Fine, take it. But, like, I hope it was worth it.
Wir haben unsere Stellung verloren. Bereit machen.
I need to pull back. Defend the command trench.
Achtung! In Stellung gehen!
Yeah, the losses are staggering. Ain't gonna stop him, though. Crazy Frenchman.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Bereit an der Linie.
Oh God, they sent in a whole other wave. Are you guys nuts?
Lauft! Wir haben neue Befehle. An die Linie. Wir sind verloren. Warten auf Befehle. Wir halten hier.
Gotta pull them off the... Gotta pull guys off the right flank.
Bereit machen. Feuerstellung einnehmen. Achtung! Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Wir haben neue Befehle. Das ist zu viel. Rückzug.
This is literally the definition of insanity. Actually, no. I take it back. This is the literal World War I mentality. It's, you know, oh, we got a tiny little victory, throw more dudes at it. Oh, we're losing men by the thousands or the tens of thousands, but the enemy's taking damage, keep going. Alright, time's up. That's the only reason this ends, because time's up. Hey, Jared. Vive la France. Let's see how many men they lost, shall we? Oh, good God. Almost 17,000. I only lost 5,000. Jeez. Hope it was worth it. Probably wasn't. Just saying. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, that wasn't worth it. I would have stopped after I lost 10,000 men, I would have stopped. But no, they were like all the way. It's a stalemate. But if you're playing defense, a stalemate's basically a win for you because, well, you take less national will damage than they do. Oh, for Pete's sake, they're trying again. My guys are exhausted, though. Why not? Well, the good news is we have defenses set up now, so that should help. Oh, wait, they're attacking from a different direction, aren't they? Damn it. Well, we're fighting the Belgians, so... Well, technically the British and the Belgians, so... maybe, maybe they'll be a little more lenient. Call the well, I'm playing as the Germans. Don't call the Americans. Don't call them early. Yes, and for those who've just arrived, this is the Central Powers Campaign War Crimes Edition. When I'm attacking, I can only use units that would be considered a war crime. So, chemical weapons, flame weapons, stuff like that. This time I'm going to make sure to actually have some artillery. That's all I can do.
Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party. Melde mich zum Dienst. Verstärkung macht Meldung. Verstärkung bereit. Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle. Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party. Melde mich zum Dienst. Wir haben neue Befehle. Gehen.
Yeah, I can fill the gaps when we start. Alright, let's get some men in here.
Verstärkung macht Meldung. Verstärkung bereit. Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle.
Yes, I know our supply's depleted. So this is what we gotta make do with, because everything else will have to be dedicated to artillery. These guys are exhausted, though. They just fought one battle, and now they gotta fight another one.
Warten auf Befehle. An der Linie.
Why'd you drop the artillery there? Okay. Alright, where are they?
Seid bereit, Jungs!
Bring on the Tommies and the Belgians. I see them. Oh, Revenge of the French, they're back!
Feuerweite klar machen! Wir haben unsere Ziele! Ladet sie nach! Auf Feuerweite vorbereiten!
Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party.
God, you can only fire so fast.
Rettet euch!
Oh, Wow, those guys are fighting like hell.
Bereit machen! Achtung! An die Linie! Wir haben neue Befehle!
Alright, pull it back.
Wir haben neue Befehle!
You tighten the lines. The problem is, until you get better trenches, light artillery barrages like this suppress your guys so they can't fire their rifles. They have to keep their heads down.
Wir sind verloren!
The good news is, once we get flamethrower troops, infantry attacks will be a joke. Because flamethrower guys will literally just stick their flamethrower nozzles out over the trench and incinerate anyone who tries to come into the trench.
Warten auf Befehle. Bereit machen. Das ist zu viel! Rückzug! Feuerstellung einnehmen!
They'll probably try one more time.
Achtung! Wir haben neue Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen!
Oh, stay where you are. Here they come. They're leading with veterans this time. Can you imagine having to fire and reload your rifle as quick as... Remember, your rifle fires only from a 5-round clip, so you have to, like, fire, reload, work that bolt action, and then when you've used all 5 rounds, then you have to load in a new clip while these guys are charging at you, bayonets fixed. No, thank you.
Warten auf Befehle.
Okay, thank God they're not insane. Yeah, that too. That too, Jared. So, yep. Or Jarrett. That's, yeah. Your own artillery dropping right in front of you. Hoping your own shrapnel doesn't kill you. And no, I don't have any MG crews because I didn't have the points. I didn't have the supply for it. Oh boy, here they come again. Oh, now they're using the heavy artillery. Got enough for one more of these. That might be true, Andrea. Maybe late war, but early on, remember, at the time of the start of World War I, Germany was the most advanced and modern army.
Lauft! Wir haben neue Befehle an der Linie. Wir haben neue Befehle.
Good lord, are you guys that desperate? Fine. If we have to play this game a little bit longer, let's play it a little bit longer. Transfer men from the center to the right.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
Oh god, the German World War I internal magazine rifles. Ugh.
Wir sind verloren.
Oh, and don't forget the Mauser broom handle. The old C96.
Warten auf Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. In Stellung gehen. Das ist zu viel! Rückzug! Achtung! Bereit an der Linie!
I have to grab a bunch more guys.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Zurück nach hinten! Diese Stellung gehört uns! Wir haben neue Befehle. Warten auf Befehle. Bereit machen. Wir müssen diese Stellung halten. Achtung! Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Neue Befehle. Rettet euch! Wir haben neue Befehle. Warten auf Befehle. Feuer frei! Bereit machen! In Stellung gehen! Achtung! Bereit an der Linie! Wir haben neue Befehle! An die Linie!
Get in that trench, quick! Good God! And they're just swinging around the flank because I can't see him in the fog of war.
Zurück nach hinten! Rettet euch! Warten auf Befehle. Bereit machen! Feuerstellung einnehmen! Achtung! Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen! Wir haben neue Befehle!
Let's see if we can't get to these defenses in time. Doubt it, but we can try.
In Stellung gehen! Bereit machen! Bereit an der Linie! Achtung! An die Linie! Wir haben neue Befehle! Wir sind verloren! Das ist zu viel! Diese Position!
Fine, you want the position so bad? Okay, take it. Hope it was worth all the men.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Warten auf Befehle. Die Generäle wollen diesen Abschnitt haben. Feuerstellung einnehmen! Bereit machen!
Yeah, how effective is your light artillery that it's killing my guys in the trench? It's usually reserved for heavy artillery, but alright. Yes, sure. I'll accept it. It's basically a draw. Again. Yeah, you have to drag me out of the... You have to pry this trench from my cold, dead hands. And everything good luck, because I've glued it to my cold, dead hands. Yep, 12,000 for them, 3,000 for me. That is not a good exchange. Wait, what? Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, did you know people die if they are killed? Yeah, God. Recruitment in action. Recruitment at home is continuing to support the war effort. New infantry corps are now ready for battle. Good. I know where to send them. Alright, you guys are getting the piss pounded out of you, so...
Warten auf Befehle. Jetzt aber im Laufschritt. Bereit machen. Achtung, ausrücken.
Okay. February 1915. Death from below. Facing a formidable blockade from the British Navy, Germany warns that all merchant ships, regardless of their national origin, would be destroyed by its fleet of 20 U-boats if they neared British waters. Their aim was to starve Britain before Britain starved them. Gormany. And to reference Henry Stickmin, wait. Wololo Narwini. Alright, let's see. Actually, wait, hold on. Let's go with the new trenches, because if we're going to want, yeah, we're going to want chemical weapons. Empire Earth 1... Oh, God, Empire Earth. Man, I missed that game. Alright. So, I still can't go on the attack. Because, like I said, I need war crime stuff, so we wait. It is now March. Enemy spies have been confirmed in our territory. We aren't sure what they found, but we must take steps to make sure we don't let this happen again. Information is power. The more we have and the less they have, the better. The Women for Peace movement, which I already read. Let's see. Alright, we need to wait a little bit longer. 5 versus... Yeah. If we can, we need to wait till we get 5 tech points so we can unlock flame troops. Until then, we're on the defensive. Still, I can put supply depots at various hotspots, as it were. Ah, Lele. I didn't put down a supply depot here, but we can fight this off. Don't waste too much time. Yeah, I know. Also, Wololo, that's not from Empire Earth, that's Age of Empires. Age of Empires is Wololo. I know your tricks this time. And this time I actually have enough supply for some proper trenches. Including these super duper ones, or these moderate level ones, which I'm going to put on the front. Also, you guys want to see something really kind of sad, but also really funny? Alright, check this out. So, you have normal German infantry, which are 5 supply to deploy. Or you could put out the conscripts, German conscript infantry. Basic infantry made up of fresh, barely trained men. Does less damage and breaks sooner than standard companies. So, yeah, they're shit, but they're only 1 supply a pop. So, basically, they're your cannon fodder. So naturally, I'm going to put them on the front line, so they can soak hits for the veterans, for the better guys.
Verstärkung bereit. Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle. Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party. Melde mich zum Dienst. Verstärkung macht Meldung.
Oh yeah, you're right. There is one of those in Empire Earth, I remember.
Verstärkung bereit. Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle.
Oof. Yeah, we may just have to rely on other stuff. Like machine gun nests. Okay, let's go. I didn't. It wouldn't let me, so it's facing the other side, don't worry. And also, the gun's arcs are BS anyway. I've literally seen a gun spin 90 degrees further than it should. Alright, now they have less companies, but I think they've got more supply with them, so they could probably afford to spam more artillery if they want.
Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party.
I know someone might be thinking, wait, Zaruk, why are you putting the conscripts up front? Aren't you supposed to put the guys with experience up front? Well, you see, I'm taking the Roman Empire approach, where the new guys go up front, and if you live and become a veteran, well, then you get to go to the midline and then the back line. So, this way they get experience, or die. So, yeah, that's why. Brutal? Yes. Does it work? Yes. Alright, let's see what they do. Ah, here they come. I see them. They're in the trees! And the trees basically give them cover all the way to the trench. I should have noticed that.
Zurück nach hinten! Rettet euch!
I can't push them out of there because the moment these guys stand up, they'll get shot. Oh, like those guys who stood up. Don't stand up.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
They're in the trees! Damn freaking suppression artillery. Yeah, they either survive or they don't. That's my approach. And then you fill that gap right there.
Wir haben neue Befehle. In Stellung gehen!
That wasn't very bright. Hang on a sec.
Verstärkung macht Meldung.
I don't even know if that's gonna work, but if it does... Ooh, they're gonna have to fix that! Oh yeah, they're gonna have to fix that bug. So for those who don't know what I did, I literally called for those guys to spawn in and go right to attack that trench. Now, there's a thing in the game where once your guys get close enough, the enemy doesn't shoot at them. Well, since they spawned at the black edge of the map and then immediately went in to attack the trench, the enemy didn't get to shoot at them. They're gonna have to fix that bug. Ooh, boy. Hey, don't bother me, though. I got to take advantage of it, so...
Verstärkung bereit machen. An die Linie.
Hurry. Oh, okay, whew. Good. A ceasefire. That was nice of you. Proper Englishmen, aren't they? Wow, I only lost 600 men, basically. They lost 6,000. So for every one guy of mine they killed, I killed 10 of them. Proper fair trade. Proper fair trade, governor. Right. So, with that, yep, major victory. Oh, for Pete's sake. Like, this sucks because I can't go on the offensive. I have to play defense because I don't have any of my troops yet. But unfortunately, that's going to be our time, so I need to save. Can I save here? Well, it auto-saves after a battle, so yeah, save and quit. Well, that'll do it. Also, there is a multiplayer mode. We will try this out at some point. I'm keen to see how other people play. Because I've seen a lot of people say right now in reviews of the game that once you get tanks, you can basically break the game. That's not true. There is a way to beat the game or to crush people who use tanks. It's use bombers. Bombers are basically the counter to tanks. The bombers will just obliterate the tanks. But regardless, that's going to be it for tonight. I hope you all had fun going about on the Western Front with me. And I hope you all see why this war is important to remember and study. Because, to quote something from Company of Heroes 2, egos killed men that needn't have died. So, and yeah, that's exactly what happened. Egos got men killed. Millions of them. And sadly, or I guess, well, depends on who you ask, I guess. Sadly, a lot of the leading generals and stuff would basically die thinking they had done a good thing. But now history looks back on them quite unfavorably. Except Blackjack Pershing, the American general. He knew what was up. Anyway, we are going to raid someone, so stick around. I think we're going to go raid... Let me think. You know what? Let's go raid Goblin King. He's playing Total War Warhammer. Oh yeah, he just started. So we're going to go raid him. I want everyone to run into his chat going WOG. So that is, for those who don't know, let me spell that for you guys. That is this. That is a WOG. I want everyone to copy and paste this so that when you go into his chat, drop that. Forgotten Himmel. All right. So I'm going to get this raid set up. Let's go say hi to Goblin King. Or, okay, look, you can either do a WOG or you can do an AIE, whatever you want to do. Whatever battle cry you think fits better. All right, let's do this. As always, it's been a pleasure and a privilege to entertain you. I'm Zaruk Windcaller, and remember, the memories you make in life, good and bad, make you who you are. Don't trade them for anything. I will see you guys tomorrow for Coffee Talk Episode 2. Remember, if you want to be a voice in the game and like voice some of the characters, be in the chat for Discord at 5:30 p.m. CST. Don't forget. All right, love you guys. Let's go. Bye-bye.